Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mama Stula here. I know it's been a while since you saw my face, but there's a valid explanation for that. I've actually been very busy, and sometimes it's just discouraging to set up. But then I've just been busy, and today that I've decided to shoot, my lights are not giving me what it should be giving me. So I'm having to shoot with my natural light, and I'm just hoping that this video comes out nice. But anyway, that's besides the point. It's nice talking to you all again after I think it's a month or even up to 2 months now. I can't remember. So if you are a new subscriber here, my name is Momo Stula, and on my channel I just talk about my journey from Nigeria. If you watch my very first videos, it's just a progression of my journey from when I started the relocation thing to UK as a student and my life now, and God willing I have now gotten the global talent visa, so I'm no longer on the student visa. So if you want to know about how I progressed to this stage, just go back to my very first videos and you'd see. And this channel is to help students who are coming to the UK. It's more like a step-by-step guide for students who are coming. And now I am also talking about my new visa route, which is the Global Talent Visa under Arts and Culture as well. And then if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always supporting me. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I didn't think people were going to watch my videos, but I think my videos are making more progress than I imagined. So thank you so much for always sticking around. This intro is becoming too long. Let's just dive right into what we are here for today. So I want to talk about the Global Talent Visa again today, but this time around I want to talk about it in a step-by-step way. The last video I posted was just all about me getting the visa, but I didn't really talk about the visa as I should have. So this video I want to talk about the visa because I've been getting loads of messages and questions regarding things that are already online, and it shows people are not even reading about it before coming to make inquiries, which is really bad if you ask me. This video is going to be quite long, so if it's too long I'm just going to have to divide it into part 1 and 2, but if it's not so long, if I'm able to summarize as fast as possible, then we're just going to have one video. But if you are intending to apply for the Global Talent Visa under fashion and under arts and culture fashion category, please do well to stay till the end and let me know what you think in the comment section. Now before I go forward, please, when you contact me regarding this visa, I said it on my last video, it's not free. I've been doing the school thing for free, but this one there is a token. So people sometimes contact me and they act like they did not hear the part when I said this one is not free, and then you want to make me look bad. Please don't do that. It's not free. Okay, I'm trying as much as possible to leave every information I can here, but even after everything I've said, you're still coming to me, so I'm investing my time. So please, let's understand each other and don't try to make me feel bad. I've gotten really well, let's leave it as it is, but please, it's not free. Anyway, so I'm just going to go to the fashion category where I applied under. So before I do that, the Global Talent Visa is actually a visa for selected fields who are willing to come to the UK, who either have exceptional talent in that field or exceptional promise. Exceptional promise means people who are up and coming, people who have prospects in their selected area, while exceptional talents are for people who are already established in the selected area, and you must have been doing your supposed craft or your supposed area for at least 5 years for you to be able to apply. And basically they just want to know that people know you somewhat. So that's what the Global Talent Visa is in summary. So I'm just going to go straight to the fashion category that I applied for. I've got my laptop here so I don't miss anything. And yeah, guys, I'm just reading out of UKVI website. It's not nice that people just come to ask you questions without even putting in an effort to at least read about it. You just come and you expect me to start telling you from the beginning, and some people tend to feel offended when I tell them to go and read about it. But you don't, it's broad. So go and read about it so you have specific questions you want to ask. So anyway, this is just on UKVI website. I'll drop the link in the comment section and I'll pin it down so everybody can see and go and read for themselves. Now, we're going to start with the fashion design leader, and you can apply as either a leader in your field called exceptional talent, which I've already explained, or a potential leader in your field called exceptional promise. The eligibility is you need to have been working regularly in your field for 5 years, and then if you're applying as a leader, you must be producing work that is solid and exhibited internationally on catwalks exhibition. The British Fashion Council judge to be outstanding and is well known in at least 2 countries. I always advise people to avoid exceptional talent, except you're actually exceptional talent. You've been doing this thing for long and you're a very big brand and is known. The best bet is for you to go to exceptional promise. So I'm not going to dwell so much on the exceptional talent because the criteria for exceptional talent is way more than that of exceptional promise. So I'm just going to go to exceptional promise. Now, for both categories, whether you're applying as a talent or you're applying as exceptional promise, you need to provide 3 letters of recommendation. These letters of recommendation can come from anywhere. 2 of these letters can come from anywhere in the world. So it could be from your home country. If your home country is Nigeria, it could be from Nigeria. And if your home country is, say, Uganda, for example, or Poland, for example, or Ghana, it could be from Ghana and any other place. 2 of them could actually be from Ghana, or one could be from Ghana and another could be from any other country. But one must come from the UK. Now, your recommendation letters cannot be given by just anybody. Your recommendation letters has to be from people who are a bit known in the field. So you're a fashion designer, you can't meet a carpenter for recommendation letter. You can't meet an engineer for recommendation letter. It has to be somebody who is in this creative world. So it could be a photographer, a known photographer, a fashion photographer. It could be a fashion designer. It could be a lecturer for people who studied fashion and craft in their schools. Your professors can give you letters of recommendation. It could be an organization that organizes fashion shows, like say GT fashion shows. All those kind of people can also give you recommendation letter, but whoever is giving you recommendation letter has to be somebody who is known, because this visa is all about evidence. The person has to be known. If I type, let's say for example, I give you recommendation letter, when I type my brand name Momostula, I want to see that something actually comes up, like people kind of know me. It mustn't be a very big brand. It could be a brand that is just okay, but at least has done notable things that captures the internet. We live in an age where social media has become the in thing. Use the social media very well. So not everybody can give you recommendation letters. It has to be somebody in your field. Now the letters must be signed and must be in letterheaded papers of these organizations that give you the recommendation letter. And if I must add, the recommendation letter is one of the most important things as far as evidence is concerned, or documentation for this visa is concerned. That's one of the most important things you need to submit, because the recommendation letters is what sells you. So it's very important that you get this right, even if it means having somebody who is a critical writer write these recommendation letters for you. It would help you a whole lot. And the second one we're going to look at is the evidence for. So now this recommendation letter is actually evidence for everybody. So let me just quickly run through exceptional talent. Like I said, I'm not going to be dwelling on exceptional talent because I wouldn't advise for anybody to go for exceptional talent except you're very sure of yourself. So most people go for exceptional promise. What I have is exceptional promise. Now you need to show evidence of at least 2 of the following. That's for exceptional talent: international media recognition, international award or sponsorship, international shows or exhibition, international distribution, and sales. That's for exceptional talent, but I'm not going to go into details on that. So I'm just going to dive into exceptional promise, which is the one I have advised and I would still advise. So for exceptional promise, oh mind you, the recommendation letters are criteria, compulsory criteria for either promise or talent. Now, the specific evidences for exceptional promise are: you need to show evidence of at least two of the following. One, international media recognition. It could be a local media. It doesn't have to be outside your country. It could be any media publication. It could be a blog, a fashion blog, or any kind of blog. It could be any kind of newspaper. So you have to have this one. Then support or sponsorship. If you've been sponsored by any organization before, if you've had any support from any organization, you have to put it there. Then sales from luxury clients. Now, if you've it's nice to know that you're selling out of where your origin. Say for example, if you're in Nigeria, it's good to know, they want to know that outside your borders you have clients. So for example, I'm a Nigerian, but I have clients in the UK, in Canada, in Australia, in the US, and you name it. So they want to know that people outside your shores are also talking about you and know your brand. So those are the sales evidences you need to produce. So as many sales evidences as possible, you just put them together and that's your evidence. I think sales is one of the easiest evidences you can get. Industry recognition. Now, industry recognition could be from a photographer. Industry recognition could be from a fashion brand. It could be from, so basically somebody in that your field, in that creative world of fashion. And fashion goes beyond sewing, just so you know. So you need to get a letter of recognition from people like that. So it could be people you've collaborated with in the past. It could be people who just know you as a brand, and you have to put it there. Maybe if you did something with them, you have to put it there and all that. So now it says you must have at least two of the following. So it doesn't it's okay if you don't have all of them. Most times people struggle with support or sponsorship. So if you don't have that, that's fine. But at least out of these four things listed here, you must have two. You must be able to produce two. Now I get a lot of questions asking me, oh, I don't have UK recommendation letter. Please don't come and ask me for recommendation letter. I don't give recommendation letter because I can't even give you, even if I want to give you. So the best way to get UK recommendation letter is to network. You don't just use your phone every day to scroll through videos. Talk to people, build your brand, and before you start networking, make sure you have something to show. Say for instance, now you want to meet me, you don't know me from anywhere and I'm an established UK brand, you want to meet me for recommendation letter, at least show me something. Let me be able to go to your page or to your profile and see that you're worth recommending. So you can't just come to me with a very long epistle and say, oh, you want to apply for this thing and you want a recommendation and letter. I'm not going to answer you, that's the fact. But when you have something that is catchy and I see that you're worth recommending, then I would recommend you. So you need to network. There's no magic. You have to just network, especially if you don't have the UK recommendation handy. I know that's the most difficult part of the whole process, getting somebody to recommend from the UK. But network, look for programs that are happening in the UK, see how you can get involved. Those are the ways I can tell you to get UK recommendation letter. There is no magic. It's all about networking. Approach people. A lot of persons are going to say no, but at least one person might say yes. So just bank on the one that would say yes. That's how you get the recommendation letter. And again, the evidences have to sum up to 10 pieces of evidences. So anyhow you want to do it, put it together, let it be 10. Now another thing I'm going to talk about for this visa is, if you feel like you have a chance, I think it's something that is worth trying. There is no guarantee that you're going to get the visa, but you would never know until you try. So it's good, if you know you qualify, you should try. This visa is all about evidences. If they told me some years ago that tailoring would be something that would give you a stay in a country where everybody is wanting to migrate to, I would have said it's a lie. So go back. If you think you qualify, go back, check your history, dig out everything you can dig out, because it's all about evidence. It's all about evidence. Register your business. It's really important that you register your business. It's really important that you do your business right, because these are the things that would now make you stand out. And it's also important that your packaging is right as well. Get a website, get a standard Instagram page, get a Shopify website. If you can't get the actual website in your own domain name, there's so many ways to go about this thing. But then, before you approach anybody, in a nutshell, make sure you have something to show. There are lots of things I want to say on this video, but suddenly my brain just feels blank. If I remember anything again, I would always say it in subsequent videos. I did my entire process by myself because I could. I know some people would find it difficult, and then it was a 50-50 thing for me. I didn't know what I was doing. I worked blindly. It's something you can actually do by yourself, actually, even though I have people I'm working with to show them, guide them in the right path, like make it seamless for them. I'm putting it to you that it's something you can actually do if you give it time, and don't be in a hurry to submit anything. Take your time, write your letters right, the recommendation letters especially. And now, I cover letters are not compulsory for my category, but I did a cover letter just because I wanted to. Technician has cover letter as one of their criteria, but we don't for fashion, and I did the cover letter regardless. But again, before I end this video, I'd like to go through what categories fall under art and culture. So under arts and culture, you have combined art, dance, literature, music, theater, or visual art. You also have architecture, you also have film and television, and then you also have artistic photography under arts and culture. If there's anyone I left out, please do well to put it in the comment section. And now, for people who are trying to apply under photography, it's not commercial photography, it's artistic photography. If you don't know what that means, Google is your friend. So if you feel like you fall under any of these categories, and fashion design, of course. So if you feel like you fall under any of these categories and you want to give it a go, please do well and give it a go. If you have any further inquiries, you can reach out to me on Instagram at officialmamostula. But this is not same as Sheffield Hallam. I did everything Sheffield Hallam. I answer all your questions. I give you time. I even call some people, but this one, no, I don't think we're going to be doing that, just so some people don't just come to my DM and act ignorantly. I've tried to explain everything I can explain here. I've got an interview with somebody tomorrow. When it happens, I'm going to put down the link so you can check as well and see if there are informative things you can get from the interview. So this would be the end of this video. If there's any other question, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to compile questions I always get. Oh yeah, before I go, now 2 people have reached out to me to ask me if people who sell shoes qualify to apply, and another person asked me if people who import clothes and all that. I don't know. The truth is, I have no idea. But if you feel like it's something you can do after reading through, maybe you could just give it a shot. But I honestly don't know. And then all the categories are not the same, so I can't help you with all of them. But the ones I know, of course, I would answer whatever question I want to answer. But it's a different ballgame when you want me to walk you through the process. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my subsequent videos. And yes, I'm still in Sheffield Hallam University. I haven't graduated yet, and I'll keep you updated on that as well. Bye.